Hello, good evening, if there's anyone there. Welcoming anybody in who's caring to join for Earth service this evening. This August, is it August the 7th? Yes, end of the first week of August 2020, and what a year it's been. So we haven't met in this global grove to celebrate Earth service for a while. I've been off allowing the space of summer to work its magic. I can see one or two of you joining, old friends and possibly new. Who's there? I can't read from here, can I? Susan Nolan, Willow Riverwood, Mark Taft, and is that Jamie or Josie Walker? My eyes, it's a long way away. Elizabeth Silver, John King, Valentina, Ricardo. Anyway, I can see a whole string of you joining, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to reconnect after what seems a long time. So these Sovereign Earth service in the Global Grove episodes started right at the beginning of lockdown. I see all the hearts going up and all the people. There's several of you, quite a few of you joining. That's beautiful, beautiful to see. It feels like old friends reconnecting in the Grove, and some of you will be reconnecting with each other as well, and that's beautiful. So lovely. We'll have a song because that's what we do. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. Beautiful to see you all. Lots of love. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. Please join in. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. We are circling together. We are singing our heart song. This is family. This is unity. This is celebration. This is sacred. So again, a big welcome. Anyone else who's joined, I can see there are quite a lot of comments there. I will read them all. It's further than my eyes are capable of reading, but I can see there are various of you joining and linking in, and that's really beautiful. So I've missed it at one level. Well, I've missed this linking in. It is very special, and if we just remind ourselves why we're doing it, it's if like me you were brought up with church service, and I'm not knocking it, but there's a hole in our culture for earth service. I'd like to see primary schools they have their morning assemblies with a wee acknowledgement to the earth. Something like this. This is what I quoted this earlier when I was saying I was going to be broadcasting tonight. Forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet. Forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet. And the winds long to play with your hair. I have a bit of trouble with mine, but you know what I'm alluding to there, you know what we're talking about. That's Khalil Gibran wrote that, but the earth delights to feel our bare feet and likes to play with our hair. And if you're like me, sometimes you even forget that, even in a beautiful summer like this. Always waiting, always there, the breeze, the sky, the earth. And it's wonderful to celebrate the earth, and that's what we'll be doing tonight. Yes, there's a great sheaf of wheat over here. Yes, if I wasn't constantly present, it might be a fire hazard, but whatever it looks like, the candle is offset from the wheat. But that was part of a ceremony earlier in the week. So we'll sing another song, just celebrating being together in community, in service to the earth, honouring the earth, joining together in heart and song and soul. Sun and moon unite, give birth to the rainbow people of this earth. A new dream we can all take part. A rainbow sings within my heart. A rainbow sings within my heart. Yana-ho, let the rainbow grow. Yana-ho, let the rainbow grow. Da-da-da-di-da, da-da-da-da-di-da. Da-da-da-di-da, da-da-da-da-di-da. Sun and moon unite, give birth to the rainbow people of the earth. A new dream we can all take part. A rainbow sings within my heart. A rainbow sings lovely to be with you all. It's a very special, what is it? Web that we weave, this virtual web, the gifts of lockdown in a way, the gifts of the internet. We all prefer sitting on the earth in circle, present to each other physically. But given that a lot of us are scattered around the globe, this is a very beautiful way of linking in and coming together in real time, in this very moment. So the third one that I'd like to just sing before we link in more deeply is, it's just one I haven't sung for a while, and I love it. Spirit Bird by Saviour Rudd. And it speaks of the wisdom and the knowing and the longing of the earth. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. A man a yo 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 yo, 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 a man a yo 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 yo. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. A man a yo 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 yo, 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 a man a yo 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 yo. Join in if you care to. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. A man a yo 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 yo, 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 a man a yo 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 yo. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. A man a yo 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 yo, a man a yo 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 yo, a man a yo 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 yo, creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all before, she has seen this all before, she has. A man a yo 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 yo, 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 a man a yo yo yo. A man a yo 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 yo. As we remember that music, song is a great medicine, and the silence that follows it is also a powerful medicine and can sometimes be even stronger. So we celebrate the silence as well as the song. So we're here in honour of the earth, and obviously at this time of year in the northern hemisphere at least, it's a bounteous time. That's why the wheat, all this wheat is here. So let's link in, let's imagine holding hands either side. I'm on my own here, and I imagine some of you are, and others will have partners or friends with you. Let's link in and just add our blessings into this circle, into this cauldron, into the circle that we're enfolding with our presence in honour of the earth. So I call on Great Spirit. You'll have your own words perhaps, whatever is right for you. We bring in an acknowledgement of the bounties and beauties and gifts of the earth at this time, and always actually. And honouring the earth in her bounteousness and her beauteousness. We'll each put in a quality in a moment. I'm going to say my name. We're doing it slightly differently this week. I'll put in my name and I'll add a quality, and then I'll allow, imagine us going round and you put in your name and your quality. I'll allow a bit of space for that. So I'm JJ, and I put in the word awe, A-W-E, awe. So as we go round, put in your name and a quality. If we want to bring anyone else in, we say their name and bring a quality in. Someone who might benefit from being present even though they're not physically present. So we bring all those qualities together in a unique mix. And whatever you've said is in the pot, as it were, it's in the mix. And your name is entered and present too. And so I can see two of you are sharing that. That's not a bad thing to do, actually. It brings us all into awareness that there's a wider circle. If you're prepared to just share the quality you're bringing and putting in, it can be a rich and awesome mix. So we'll just seal all that with 3 Arwens together. Arwen, the sacred ancient word, sacred spirit, holy breath, flowing spirit. So deep breath and 3 Arwens to seal it. Just savouring the beauty of the moment and the fact that we're all present to each other, even though we cannot see each other. We squeeze the hands either side and we let go. So in the moment, never dreaming I would put the word or in until it happened. What was that? I just reflect on why that's in the mix. And that came up for me because this time of year, with its bountiful gifts and beauty, is awesome. It's full of awe. I'm just blown away by the plums on the trees outside, the blackberries fruiting. How did that happen? Where do they come from? The wheat, the abundance of the trees, and yeah, it's just, yeah, fabulous. Blows me away. So we'll sing a couple of more songs, and then we'll have a period of reflection and meditation, and we'll deepen that process a little, perhaps. So what song did I think to? Yes, in that spirit of awesome midsummer bounty and beauty, it's quite normal and typical for gatherings. If it wasn't for the restrictions, there'd be lots of camps and festivals and big meetings of tribes and families and clans. It's that time. And in the fullness of summer, in the beauty of the days. So the songs this evening are quite strong, in the sense of, as the sun is strong at this time. Here's an old Shetland song. I think I heard this first on a camp, possibly sung by Dave the Bard, actually, a good while ago. And Derrida Gorseth, yeah, down in Sussex. Those were good days, and will be again. I'll just sing it and you join in. The words are simple enough, but it's a quite heartful, strong, celebratory song. Yanda, 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 yotada, yanda, 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 yotada. Hey yandanda, hey yandande, yanda, yotada. Sing it with full heart. Yanda, yando, yanda, yotada, yanda, Yeah, I'm not sure silence fits that one. That needs a big roar afterwards. Everybody round a fire and a big, "Wah!" Yeah, heartful expression of joy. Actually, there's a lot of joy in that song. It's quite powerful. You can imagine people rowing or working the fields or just celebrating around a fire together. So that's from the Scottish Islands to the east of Scotland. And we're going to sing one from what I think is from the west coast of Scotland. But I'm lucky. I've been invited to go up sailing the Western Isles for a few days. I'm leaving on Sunday and I'll be back in a week. A friend has a boat and he had a place on the boat, an old school friend from my primary school of all things. And yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of the likes of Egg and Rum and Mull and Iona. It depends on the direction of the wind where we'll end up. And that'll be in contrast to this week, which has all been about and is about family and my children, my grandchildren. I've just come literally hot foot from Bristol with my youngest daughter and two of my grandsons. Last night I was babysitting for three grandsons, my middle daughter, and then earlier in the week I was with my son and his newborn, and all the time often as well I'm with my wife, my partner Fleur, and her two children, Toby and Amy, who are also my adopted children. I'm their spare dad. And tomorrow I'm going on a long walk with Toby, fathers and sons, a group of fathers. I'm an honorary one, and sons. He's my honorary son. So anyway, you'll all be, what I'm honouring there is the abundance, and I hope and trust and wish for abundance in all your lives, wherever you're at, wherever you are geographically, wherever you are in terms of age in your life journey, and wherever you sit on this land, this time in this strange year, strangest of years, but the beauty of the midsummer and the blossoming, the burgeoning of fruits and flowers. It's just amazing. So we'll have another song and then we'll go into a meditation. So I made a list of a few songs. Yeah, this is another one then. This was written, I think, by Corwin and Kate, who are also living up in Orkney. That's off the east coast again. But again, it's a full-blooded summer song, full-blooded. I'll just sing it. Let the horns grow on my head, let my blood run reddest red. Let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. We'll sing that one again. Let the horns grow on my head, let my blood run reddest red. Let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. Let them grow as the drum does sound, let them grow as the horn resounds, let them grow as the hooves do pound. Let the horns grow tall, let the horns grow on my head, let my blood run reddest red. Let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. Let them grow as the drum does sound, let them grow as the horn resounds, let them grow as the hooves do pound. Let the horns grow tall, let the horns grow on my head, let my blood run reddest red. Let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. Let the horns grow on my head, let my blood run reddest red. Let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. Let them grow as the drum does sound, let them grow as the horn resounds, let them grow as the hooves do pound. Let the horns grow tall, let the horns grow on my head, let my blood run reddest red. Let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. I would run and I would fly with birds and beasts of land and sky. When this body I let fall, let the horns grow tall, let the horns grow on my head. Let my blood run red as dread, let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. I would run and I would fly with birds and beasts of land and sky. When this body I let fall, let the horns grow tall, let the horns grow on my head. Let my blood run red as dread, let the horns grow on my head, let the horns grow tall. So I'm going to invite us now to close our eyes. Each of us to close our eyes. And to take ourselves deep into our body through the simple and beautiful process of deep breathing, deep breath. Feeling into the body with 2 more breaths. Third breath. Feeling the vibrancy of the blood flowing through the body. You may not literally have horns on your head, at least I hope not, but we all have, it's a power, an inner power. Just be aware and connect with the inner vibrancy and power. Celebrating being alive. Our hearts pumping. Our blood flowing. Our breath breathing. So I invite us now in our imaginations to simply take ourselves to a hillside in full summer, midsummer, well now, this summer, where we are now, just Lunasa, time of harvest just past. We're in that time of harvest. And as you stand or sit on the hillside, you have a great vista before you of many fields, patchwork fields. And all the wheat is being brought in, and the crops, and different activities in different fields. You can make out people scything the wheat and the corn and the barley, moving in rows across the field, staggered, so they don't impede each other. And before you is a field where the wheat has been cut, but not yet bound up in sheaves. And then off to your right, perhaps, is an orchard with trees of fruiting plum and pear and apple. And as you look at a particular apple tree, you notice the glorious red hue of the apple. Rosy, glowing red of the apple. And you spot a particular apple. And somehow, magically, because this is sacred space, as the apple falls from a tree, you catch it. And you draw it to you. You draw it to your heart, this apple, this fruiting apple. And I'd like you to just briefly reflect. What is the fruit of your harvest at this time in your life, in this year, in this moment? What's the fruit of your harvest? Gently you lay the apple down on the grass or the earth beneath you, before you. You place it on the earth in front of you, giving gratitude for the harvest of your life. Whatever that is, whatever that is, you give gratitude. Now you stand and you walk over to the wheat in that field that's very near. The wheat that's been scythed or cut and is lying ready to be bound up in sheaths and taken away for winnowing, for harvesting, for bread making. And you choose a head of wheat. You pick up a stalk with a full head of ripe, beautiful golden wheat, and you choose three. You pick from that head 3 seeds. And those 3 seeds you hold in your palm, and you take them one by one. So the first one, for each of these seeds, what are you planting? What are your seeds for the coming year? What seeds would you like to see come to fruition? What will you plant? Take the first of those head seeds from the wheat and reflect on what you wish to seed and plant for the coming year. And you bend down and push it into the earth. That's that one seed. Then you take the second seed, a second seed to be planted. What would you like to come to fruition? What would you like to plant for the coming year? A seed of. And again you bend down and you plant it in the earth. Then the third seed. 3 wishes, it's like having 3 wishes. The opportunity to consider what to plant. What do you wish to fruit in your life next year, in the coming year? Third wish, third seed. And again you bend down and plant that seed in the earth. And just sit down on the hillside with your apple and your 3 seeds planted and just enjoy the bounty of the landscape before you for a few seconds. And you listen to this song. 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops of inspiration, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops of inspiration. And it's going to be sung once more, and you join in if you care to. 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops, fire in my head, 3 drops of inspiration. So looking once more at the vista and the beautiful patchwork fields before you as the summer sun starts to set. You stand up and you give thanks. Then you turn and you just walk beyond the brow of the hill. And you magically find yourself back in your own space, back in your own place, back in your own hearth, back in your own heart. And we come back together here. So gratitude for fruits of this year, and gratitude and planting, the seeds. And you can take that away and reflect on it at leisure when you beyond this program. So we'll sing a couple of more songs, but in bountiful honouring and celebration of the earth. So, and this is another one. From actually that last one, 3 drops, fire in my head. Nimue Brown wrote that, and there are verses to go with it. But there wasn't time tonight. We'll do that another time. Nimue, who lives in Stroud, actually. Thank you, and thanks again to Kate and Corwin for this next one. Some of you will recognise it. So these are all songs. What are they? Songs of creation, of liminal space, of celebrating life and the seasons. I went down to the water's edge, there I found my coat of sealskin. I went up to the mountain high, there I found my cloak of feathers. I will swim and I will fly, tell the tales the birds have taught me. I will swim and I will fly, sing the songs the sea has brought me. I went down to the water's edge, there I found my coat of sealskin. I went up to the mountain high, there I found my cloak of feathers. I will swim and I will fly, tell the tales the birds have taught me. I will swim and I will fly, sing the songs the sea has brought me. I went down to the water's edge, there I found my coat of sealskin. I went up to the mountain high, there I found my cloak of feathers. I will swim and I will fly, tell the tales the birds have taught me. I will swim and I will fly, sing the songs the sea has brought me. I went down to the water's edge, there I found my coat of sealskin. I went up to the mountain high, there I found my cloak of feathers. I will swim and I will fly, tell the tales the birds have taught me. I will swim and I will fly, sing the songs the sea has brought me. I went down to the water's edge, there I found my coat of sealskin. Went up to the mountain high, there I found my cloak of feathers. I will swim and I will fly, tell the tales the birds have taught me. I will swim, I will fly, sing the songs the sea has brought me. So I'm really sensing the presence of you all, and that your harvests will have been varied, and all sorts in those harvests. And even, I would dare to suggest from my own experience, even if it's been a painful harvest in the last year, maybe see that within it is the bounty of something more fulfilling, more beautiful, a learning. That's been my experience. So, and for those of you who've had bountiful, beautiful harvests, yes, celebrate. This too will pass. John Barleycorn and the tales of, yes, everything grows, flourishes, fades and dies, and is reborn and rebirthed. So maybe we'll just, I wasn't going to sing that song, but this song, but we all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain, flowing to the ocean. Hoof and horn, hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, all that dies shall rise again. All that falls shall rise again. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain, flowing to the ocean. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain, flowing to the ocean. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Once more, last time. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain, flowing to the ocean. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. So I didn't light them earlier, but I've got 3 candles, and I'm going to light them one by one, and I'm going to ask you to reflect on what were the seeds, what was the first seed you planted, and as I light the candle, just bring to mind again that seed thought, that germ of inspiration, which has the potential to come to fruition. First seed. What was the second seed you planted? What was that seed of potential? And the third seed, what was that? And just sit with that for a few seconds in silence. And as we were sitting there, this old koan, a Buddhist koan, came to mind. Some of you may know what I'm talking about, but it's just, this is it, and it doesn't really need explaining because it's not explicable. Was there ever a time when man was not remembered? Was there ever a time when woman was not remembered? So you're not expected to answer that. And the reason it came to mind, because as I look at these grains, these heads of wheat, which came from, that was one seed of wheat last year, and now it's produced a head of wheat. And it's the offspring of wheat going back and back generations, just as we are the fruit of our parents and our ancestors. And the bounty of and we all depend and rely and give thanks to the earth for her beneficence and her generosity and her fertility and gifts. And I'm just going to finish with these words from Black Elk, actually, Native American, Indigenous American. Give me strength to walk the soft earth, a relative to all that is. Give me the strength to walk this earth, a relative to all that is. So we share 3 breaths. It's linking hands again. We share 3 breaths. First breath for ourselves, taking nourishment from the beauty of what we've shared for ourselves. Deep breath. Second breath, offering out to our friends, our families, our loved ones, and our communities. And third breath, for all sentient beings, all the beings of this beautiful earth, from streams and rivers to oceans and mountains, and birds and seals, and all creatures. Deep breath. We're going to sing 3 Arwens, and then I'm going to sing a song to see us out, just because I feel like it. 3 Arwens. Maybe imagine us all linking hands and just dancing round in a spiral around a central midsummer fire. Round and round we go, we hold each other's hands. Round and round we go, we hold each other's hands. Weave our lives in a circle, our love is strong and the dance goes on. Our love is strong and the dance goes on. Round and round we go, we hold each other's hand. Round and round we go, we hold each other's hand. Weave our lives in a circle, our love is strong and the dance goes on. Our love is strong and the dance goes on. Round and round we go, we hold each other's hand. Round and round we go, we hold each other's hand. Weave our lives in a circle, our love is strong and the dance goes on. Our love is strong and the dance goes on. Our love is strong and the dance goes on. Our love is strong and the dance goes on. Hey! So joy, beauty, abundance and bounteous harvest to all of you. let's blow this out together and offer it out into the world, and for the seeds of our own fruition and this beautiful year unfolding, and although it's passing, new seeds forming for next year. Abundance, hope, radiance and beauty. Deep breath and we'll blow this out. And then I can lean over without fear of burning myself as I do so. And I'll try. Bye-bye. I see all the hearts going up. It's lovely to see you all again. Beautiful. I'm not doing these every week at the moment, but just there will be another one in a few weeks. There won't be one next week. Lots of love. Bye. Bye-bye.